Right, I'm back with some more parsing here. Let's take a look here. There are certain times that I seem to be able to interrupt the stun. I haven't really been able to figure out exactly what the mechanism for that is. So we're just gonna do the recording and take a look. Yeah, see right there? That was an animation cancel. That stun was like a fraction of what it normally is. Don't know if that is working as intended or not, but, and it's something that's a little, yeah, there it goes again. I don't know if it's something that I traded for a fast recovery, or if it is a glitch in the matrix that just spamming thrust causes that to happen. Yeah, only thing I was doing there was literally just pressing the key for thrust. That is definitely an interesting animation cutting thing. Okay, now that one was 15904 to 889. That was pretty crazy. So my average for the 3 tests was 15 16k DPS for a total of 2.8 million damage in 3 minutes. Okay, so that's lunge. Yeah, I was looking, trying to see if there's any skill that I have that might be causing that stun to be non-existent. Additional disease effects, not that. Maybe a steady movement speed, firm footing. You're so accustomed to the shifting of a deck that you move more quickly when steady. I don't know. I don't know if that animation cutting, if that is actually part of the working as intended or not. Hey Lone, thanks for for that. Yeah, I went over 1k earlier this afternoon and then You know how it always is, people drop and add and come and go. So right now I'm sitting at 999. Hopefully I can get one more sub before I go to bed tonight and just sleep happy that I have finally met the 1K. But yeah, it's exciting. I'm super excited about it. Now, what I'm going to do next, I want to take a look back here at my flow chart. So I've tested thrust, advance, and lunge, which that seems to be a very solid rotation to have. What I'm going to work on now is adding recenter, even though I did find the animation cut for the forward. Um, Problem is that that is not as reliable as using recenter is. So I'm gonna try and see how the flow would be if I involved doing recentering. Yeah, I'm enjoying the class so far. It definitely, it's different. It plays like some, it has some aspects of the hunter in Redline. It has some aspects of the warden, and that you have to have certain sequences. It has some aspects of a blue captain if you're going to play blue line. It has a Berg and LM feel to it if you're playing yellow line. So it just depends on, how you're going to play the class. It's definitely an advanced class, I would say. Hunter is way more straightforward than this one, because this one, like almost every skill you have in sword play, is going to modify another skill. So yeah, it's interesting. Okay, so now I am gonna run the test where I add recent to that sequence, and hopefully we won't get stunned at all this time. Now it does look like recenter is on a faster timer than lunges. Okay. So I missed the opportunity to go into lunge there. Because you need to be at least above 7 pips in order to execute that. I'm going to slow it down. I'm just going to use the animation cutting here. Ah, ah, stop hitting! Stop hitting! Okay, that was 15,856 and 2,871. Marginally higher than what I had. Okay, let's try that again. Alright. We are testing the Mariner. So the recenter, it did a little bit more damage, but only like 500 points more. I think it's because what you really need to do is there is a second finisher, um, which is this one. It's called Flesh. So I think if you did lunge one time and then you did Flesh the second time, and you, because recenter resets faster than, so recenter is 11 seconds, lunge is 15 seconds, Flesh is 20 seconds. So you should be able to go between the two of them in the sequence. But for sake of science, however gamey science we want to get tonight, I am going to just do this. Hey, yeah, Lone, we're in the Shire Homesteads. This is my friend's J Kin Honors Blood that I'm a member of on the Brandywine server. And so they have this lovely home that she's been working on putting together in Lindleby. Sorry, it's not Shire Homesteads, Lindleby Homesteads. So it's a lot of fun. Now, let's go. Lag. I was one skill away from hitting it. Recenter. That one's smooth. Lag is awful. Skills will go off. And cut that. Just got the skill in right before. Okay, that gave us 15,353, total 2,764. I was definitely stunned more that time, so it performed worse than the first time around. Let's do another one. Shoot. That was a bad call. I should have just pushed it. Okay. 15,696 to 825. So looking at my data here, I actually did worse with recenter than having recenter in there. Interesting. Not as straightforward as I thought it would be. I mean, it's close, but I think the next one I'm going to try. Let's take a look back at our little flow chart here. So we've done thrust, we've done thrust advance, we've done thrust advance lunge recenter. So to complete the sequence, really what we need to test is adding on guard to the front of this chain. So we're going to do on guard, thrust, advance, lunge, recenter And that should complete that entire chain from beginning to end. And we'll see how that one goes. Thanks, Lone. That's so sweet of you. Alright, off to go do this one. So, the benefit of On Guard is that it tunes 3 neutral. But isn't there a stipulation that it needs to... I know it's not available under certain circumstances. So we're gonna test it. Let's see what we come up with. So it doesn't make sense to use it right at the beginning there. Okay, you still have to use it fairly early on. Oh, I forgot to hit recenter. Okay. Once again, that was worse. By having On Guard in here. Because it takes a second to cast it, and that's a second that I could be doing damage. So to me, the value of On Guard is slowly starting to deteriorate very quickly. Okay, let's now. We'll run that test twice more, just for the sake of having the data. Stupid trading dummy. Note to self, I can't do 2 sequences on 1 training dummy. Oh, you know what? I just realized. By using on guard, it means that lunge is available much sooner. See, it becomes available after the 2nd pip. If you don't use lunge, it only becomes active after the 3rd pip. Donkey? Okay. So if we take a look at the data here, we can see that our best... Oh, hang on, my alarm's going off. Be right back. Oh, never mind. What you can see here is that thrust, advance, lunge still gave the best DPS numbers of the night so far. But the benefit of using on guard here is that it unlocks lunge sooner, and it unlocks it under this value here. I kind of wish there was a way to see what these pip values are, but typically, like, look, if we did one where we were not using lunge, okay? Oh no, it also becomes available after that. What am I talking about? Okay, yeah, no. So, on guard is stupid. My conclusion is on guard is stupid. That's my official diagnosis. Because every single time we've worked it into the rotation, it has actually decreased the amount of total damage. Let me just move away from the dummy. It's actually decreased the amount of total damage done, um, every single time. So went from 129 to, so like you can see, right? Every time we introduced on guard, instead of it going up, your DPS actually went down. So it'll be interesting to see if this trend continues on as we unlock and test more of these chains and more of these sequences. I'm probably gonna call it here for right now. I have a quick raid meeting that I have to go to, and I may be back later to play around with the second chain that we've got going on here, which is on guard, thrust, compound attack, aggressive strike, cut over, flesh, recenter. Or this, oh no, sorry. This one doesn't go there. This one is here and will also modify lunge. So probably if a lunge applies a bleed, we gotta test this one out. It's not part of the sequencing, so what I want to test out eventually is to see if it overrides advance or if it's in addition to advance. If it's in addition to advance, then yes, it totally makes sense to include. Anyways, that's for later. I will catch you guys later.